live.
Just testing it.
You're good. We are back with another game. A D&D with my wonderful people. You guys left off. You guys got a piece of wood from a tree that attacked you. And that's where we left off. So, what we also left off is that you guys found out that across the city there are phrases in Draconium that when you get them, they seem to be the right of a ritual you guys are supposed to do. So, you guys are traveling around the city, just exploring now, trying to get the force field down.
Okay.
Does anyone have a direction they want to go?
I'm going to put X's on places you guys have gone.
Okay. Well, that's useful.
Boom. Is that? You guys, I'm gonna put a circle here because you guys went there but didn't explore it. You guys went here.
Should we go back and explore this thing? I think it will...
You haven't explored it fully. You saw it. You rolled a history on it and got an @1. I remember. So you might not want to yet. That might be something to explore later.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think you guys explored anything else. You guys went around side to get up here because you guys heard about a piece of a wand or something, and you're like, "Oh, there's woods over there."
Yeah, and we wanted to avoid whatever was in the city.
I'm gonna put like lines through locations that you guys can explore, really, just so you guys can kind of know. Just so I'm not like railroading you guys, so you guys can actually explore. You know. There's a lot. Some of these you'll do later.
But there are some rather large buildings around.
Yeah, and I didn't want to be like, no, you have to go here. No, I wanted. This was you guys' long rest zone. You guys came from here. This is also good note keeping for myself too.
I'm kind of interested in
one
like
line,
the red light.
One line is you guys have not been there.
This light over here?
No, the one that's like
Oh, here?
Yeah.
How
do you do that?
Just click and hold.
Oh wow, thank you. Over there. Because like that must be something.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's explore this little city here, so I say we go for it.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So
what advantageous thing can I give us this time?
So are you going to this mark or this mark?
So the marks are locations we can explore, so it wouldn't be like this whole city, it would just be
you exploring the city, but these are the area of importance.
Okay, I said, I do believe Ari said they wanted to go here. I say they because I'm still never sure to call you he or her.
They.
Okay. I want to have the proper pronoun.
They aren't sure, so you know.
So it'll be they for now.
So, once again, I'm gonna, and I guess we could use. You all have access to the little dragon person, right? Yeah, you guys all have that. So we're gonna use them as the where you guys are, and then we can all, when everybody needs to be somewhere, we'll move everybody there. That way, you guys can easily let me know where you guys are, like that. So you guys want to head there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you guys see, if you guys walk through the town, you hear sounds in the distance. It's pretty quiet on all. This, like I described before, the city is all askew, but you guys are like firmly on the ground, like you're walking on normal ground. You guys walk through this little town part. A lot of the houses are like empty from what you like, slight exploration and whatnot. Maybe some broken or shattered furniture in some of them. Some of them are all iced up. No real threats, though you're always on the lookout because, as Adler can attest, there are some of these blue-looking people that are very deadly to those who have metal armor. And so you guys get here, and what you see is a portcullis that sits askew in a 40-foot wide, 40 by 30 like archway, with a little gap.
Okay.
So,
Who's going to cautiously approach first?
I can try to stealth up to it.
Yep, go ahead and roll me that. You stealth up. You know you have to be a little bit more vigilant with your stealth because of the continual flame spells all around the city, casting light.
Yeah.
You sneak up. You look down the tunnel and you see a maze of cell-like corridors, filling like past the portcullis. They all seem to be made of like some kind of metal, most likely iron, with small barred windows set in them at eye level. There doesn't seem to be any enemies within sight.
Can I see anything inside of those?
In the cells?
Yeah.
So looking in the cells, you see in the first view that you're just scoping out before everybody else, you see in many of them frozen bodies of what you can only assume were prisoners who died when the city crashed. Cool. Some of them are like frozen in weird angles, like they got screwed about or thrown about. Other ones like look horribly like skinny before they froze. Almost like they starved to death. And
Oof, okay.
One of them has like their neck at a weird angle.
Alrighty. If I don't see anything else noteworthy out of that, I will return back to the group and relay that information. It looks like it's cells that held prisoners that were that have been long dead, or seem like they've been long dead.
Yikes.
Do you guys want me to explore the cells, or do you guys want to go explore the cells, or just let the dead rest?
I think we should let them rest.
I agree with you.
I don't think it's a good idea to mess with the dead.
Yeah.
Not to mention prisoners don't tend to keep valuables.
You did know that there was like more like to the facility than what you saw immediately, okay, Theo, but you don't know if that means more just cells or if there's anything more.
Gotcha.
You don't know.
Okay. So I'll pass that along too. Like I did not go very far in there because I didn't want to get too far separated from everybody. So that did look like we can explore more, but I didn't want to go too far away from you guys.
It could cast invisibility, and then we can explore it a bit further. Do I have any spell slots left? I don't. Never mind. I can send Ari with you, and then Ari can talk to me telepathically. If you want.
You gotta
So,
remember,
like,
he's
if
not
you end up-
invisible though. So Aerie might be invisible, but that's like you guys stealthing behind him anyways.
Oh no, right, I thought we were just gonna send in Theo alone.
Yeah, no, I mean you could, but that's like you guys walking with Theo. He's no more invisible without you guys than with you.
Mhm. But he's probably better as stealth alone than us as a group. I feel like
Huh? No, I can
Yeah.
I can move along stealthily just fine with you guys.
really.
Yeah.
Especially when people are like Adler makes noise as a distraction and not on purpose.
Yeah, but you
100%.
see, people are still being alerted then.
That's fair.
I don't know. Well, fuck it. Yeah, we'll all go. We'll all go.
I don't mind going. I'm just trying to be part of the group. I don't want to just go and wander since I'm no longer taking advantage of my natural stealthiness.
That's fair.
So is the consensus that you guys are heading in? Not disturbing the dead, just heading in to explore to see if there's more?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. So you guys head in, keeping a careful distance on the doors and such, not to anger any dead that might be there, as you guys have said you wanted to let them rest. And you guys start exploring there, and after about 30 minutes, this place definitely feels like a maze. But at least one of you guys is very good at. I know at least one of you guys is very good at finding your way back at places like this. I think at least one of you guys have survival needed for that. Because Rangers are pretty good at that. You guys.
I mean, with my natural explorer, I can't become lost except for by magical means.
Exactly. So unless it's magical,
Right.
you guys stumble upon a collapsed wall, and when you peer through it, you see a 15-foot square infirmary in disarray, with an operating table in the middle of the room. It has leather straps extending from one side of the table into the air above its surface and fastened to the other side. The shape suggests that something or someone invisible is lashed to the table. Let's see.
You said something. It seems like something invisible is attached to the table.
Yes.
Try to touch them.
You feel like air is there, but there's no movement. There is. None of you guys know Elvish, right? There seems to be a word lashed to, like, on the side, etched onto the table. And it's in a language that the professor orb actually speaks up. He's like, there's a word there in Laras, which is the language that the Netherese spoke. Maybe it's tied to the being that is there but not there. I could try to speak it aloud if you guys want.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
He then says the
But
word.
I will ready myself just in case.
He says the word out loud, and when he does, the space is filled in with a thin, middle-aged man with a sallow complexion. He has one blue eye and one green eye as he looks at you guys. A streak of silver in his long jet black hair. and he said something in a language that none of you guys know, and then he looked around at you guys.
Can I use a charge of comprehend languages?
You
From the staff?
could, but before you do, he switches the language from the
Okay.
language he was gonna use into common. He's like, in a strange accent, like somebody who's not familiar with the language or hasn't used it in a long time. He's like, what happened? Where are we?
First off, when do you think we are?
I don't remember when. All I remember is let me see. I want to make sure he. All I remember is I was a Netherese manservant. I was sent to prison by my master. And he gives a name. I'm just gonna. Iriolothos. Oh, that's in Draconic. I want that in common thing. There we go. And he says that name. He's like, I was sent to prison for disobedience. But the warden, Zero Fan, the warden, he did a horrible magical experience to some of us. I heard screaming, and I was just afraid I would be next. And they put me in this spell, and it felt like dreaming, and then here I am. No. What happened, and where are we? This doesn't... Everything's like strewn about and stuff. Are you guys attacking this place? Are you here to free us?
Yes!
Well then...
No, and yes.
He looks
That's not why
confused
we're
at that.
here, but we can.
But...
And here is not what you think it is. Or was.
What do you mean?
I'm going to go ahead and say the amount of you that are still here is not as much as it was.
He looks confused. Hey Kelly, can I have surface level thoughts? From a rock?
Oh.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Not a problem. But as he is, he's like, what do you mean not as much here as before? He looks around at you guys.
Someone want to say?
Well, it looks like it's no. Looks like they crashed at one point. You're no longer floating in the air.
What? Theo, give me an insight check. Since you're the one talking.
Boy.
You could have sworn for a second there he reacted about half a second before you told him. But that could have just been a trick on your mind. Like, it might have just been an after effect of the spell or something. He has been, like, frozen for a time. He's like,
Is my detect magic still blasting about, or is that off?
You told me it was constantly on.
Okay. Do I sense any?
about as innate magic over him as like is over a few of your party members. Like
Okay.
just the innate, like almost like this is magical in some nature, like after effect magic almost.
Does
And
anybody here speak giant?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a message.
Okay.
I just said it's a private thing.
You could also just slash WGM.
/WGM.
It should work for me. Yes, that
work?
Yep, that's only me. But so he looks about at you guys like that's awful. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zerafon. It's a pleasure to meet you, though. I would like. I would like to like be free if you guys wouldn't mind like letting me out.
Well,
How friendly are you?
I mean, no offense to you, but this is not the. Yeah.
I'm gonna reach forward to
So,
free him because
how-
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, and here's another thing for those who have not given me surface level thoughts. I would like those from people, just random thoughts that are going across your mind. Nothing deep, just
What language would you? Wait, I'll just whisper.
yeah, just whisper GM to me. It's the easiest way for you. But he's like, yeah, I can maybe help you find out some about the city. Last I remember, the city was not crashed, so I might be. I don't know how long it's been crashed. Do any of you guys happen to know?
I have no idea.
You have to /W space GM. Shame on you, Adley. Here, I'll delete that.
That's fine.
He's like, but don't worry. I swear on my life you can trust me. I don't even have anything to attack you guys or anything like that. As he shows his clearly tied down body, he's wearing like a scrap of a tunic and some really ragged pants.
That's what I said.
Oh,
I'm
do we have any-
freeing him.
Do we have any
Okay.
clothes we could get him?
I was making sure everybody, like,
I do.
as you were untying, knew that. And
I have a cloak I can give him.
yeah,
We could give him a recloak then.
he's like, as he gets free, he like thanks you, and he's like, so what brings you? If it crashed like you said, are you guys a rescue operation for the nobles, for my master, or are you guys like delvers trying to recover artifacts? Like, how long has it been?
Neither of those things.
We're the good guys.
He looks at you. He's like, that doesn't answer. That why should good or bad matter right now? The city is destroyed. There's nothing good or bad here.
Well, bad guys had you strapped to a table, and good guys
What?
just unstrapped you.
Yeah.
He nods. Fair enough.
So we're at least good for you.
So I'm gonna roll, and then he's gonna tell you a bit of lore about the city, because he knows. He's like, well, maybe I can help you out with the city a bit. Like, I do know a bit about the city. Like there is a place in the city called the Hall Weightless Wonder that everybody like meditated at, so there might be something still there, and if the magic is held up at least.
Do you want to lead the way?
I can attempt to. Let me see real quick where that is. I get another DMPC that just leads the way for you guys who may or may not lead you wrong ways. Not to say that this guy is. Okay, there it is. And he's like, yeah, I can lead you guys there. And he like heads out. He stands up, and he's like, his legs don't work because they haven't been used in thousands of years. And then he just kind of grabbed the table and steadied himself.
I'm gonna look back at everybody else like, what are we gonna do here?
And it's like Kelly, you know this better than anybody in this whole call. It's just that moment of your legs don't work because you haven't used them in so long, and he's just after standing for a second, he takes steps and he just slowly.
Oh, I just meant more. Are we gonna follow him?
I'm happy to help him walk. I'll offer like a shoulder for him to like lean on me.
I'll follow, but from a distance.
Okay. He takes your shoulder and leans on you. I think you're the only one that hears this, Aerie, but he like kind of just tells you like, don't worry, I promise, I'm not here to hurt you.
Okay. No, okay, I believe you. That's fair.
And as he leaves, he's like, I'll try to take us along the outside of the city. There's less of the, and let me get the name of what he's mentioning. There's less of the margin that way.
Margin? Is that the blue people?
You ran into them.
I think we did.
They are constructs of sorts. I assumed even if the city fell, that there'd still be a few of them in the city.
There seems to be.
Let us go, and he takes you along. He leads you outside and like goes along the side of the cities, like you guys were going before. I think he heads in this way just because it's easier than going over the ice and snow and everything. But still coasts along the outside until he gets right about here. You guys see this building. You see... you see a four basalt columns support a huge mirror dome on which is reflected Yithrid's tallest spires and a cavern's vast stalactites. And that's what right over here is. So when you guys get there, at the base of all the columns are doors.
Are they all different doors?
They look about the same. Like,
but do they go to the same direction?
They go inside the columns. They look to be cool. Like you open them up. They're almost like broom closet like size. He's like, this is it. We enter here, and he points at the doors.
Okay, I'll wait for the team to catch up, and then I'll
everybody keeps up the whole time.
Okay, well then.
Like you were leading him, but he was kind of limping, but slowly getting his strength back, so he was still slower than everybody else.
Okay.
He's like, I would appreciate going second though, because I'm not exactly in fighting shape, and I don't know if there's anything up there. It has been a time.
Does anyone want to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
So Theo, when you open up one of the doors, like I described, you see a room that looks about the size of a broom closet.
Room the size of a broom closet. Okay. First off, before I go any further, I'm gonna perception to see if I see any traps.
You don't see any like traps that are visible to you. You do notice though, about stepping in, you kind of like glance around and angle yourself. The column is hollow. It goes up.
Okay. Like it could be climbed.
The whole inner column is empty, like hollowed out.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna tell that to Ari, and maybe Dominic would want to go and see where that hollow thing goes.
Mm-hmm. Head on up, Dominic. Go invisible, though. Yep.
So is Dominic going into the column to go up?
Yes.
So when Dominic flies in, Dominic feels weightless as he floats up.
Oh, I run in when I see that.
As you run in, past Theo, the spell takes effect on you too, and you feel weightless as you are levitated up the column.
Feels good to, like, float again.
As you get to the top, you see that the interior of the dome is illuminated by a swirling miasma of colors as frozen human figures float in the air, cross-legged and serene.
Huh. I'm gonna shout up and ask him if he's still alive.
Can I hear?
Yeah, you faintly hear him down there.
I shout back, yeah! Yeah, I'm fine!
Are you able to get back down?
I want it to be known, sudden panic has gone through Ari.
You can control your levitation up here. You effectively, while in this dome, you have a fly speed of 30 feet and can hover.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, you can control how you float. You'll float too. It's.
We all float down here.
No, it's up there. We all float up here.
I do a flip into it.
You do a flip, and you're about halfway through the flip when the spell takes effect, and you float upside down upwards.
I'm gonna play it off like I was meant to. Like I get up there and like posing it. It might not be the most convincing, but it's like feet first, and I'm like doing the "pay me like your French girl," pose going up.
As you do so, Xenophon will be the next one to go up, just so he could show good faith. But anybody else following him after he floats up?
I'll go up after him.
And I assume Adler also follows, unless Adler wants to get into trouble. He'll type in chat.
That was very tempting, but no.
You want to flip a coin?
Adler runs all the way over here.
One I'm going up, two I'm not.
Two he goes down.
No,
I'm going up.
So, how do you enter, Adler? You seem like you would enter a fun, unique way.
No, I'm just gonna be very cautious.
It's the lightest you've felt in a long time with all your plate mail and everything, and you float up weightlessly, just like everybody else.
I don't know if I like it. It just doesn't feel good not to be on solid ground.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing solid about you flying up.
Yeah, no, it's more of an intimidating factor.
So, it's like, is there a chance for me to mess with Adler?
Oh, you probably could. What did you want
Noticing that he's uncomfortable, I would like to try to disorientate him in the air.
Please don't make me roll athletics or acrobatics.
Oh no! What I want is, since this is just a fun thing, roll me
I just want to reach over and grab him by the arm and just give him a whoop.
Yeah, roll me your choice of athletics or sleight of hand, whichever one that you want to like spin him.
Well, I guess we'll go that one. Hey.
As you feel a tug on your arm, Adler, as you start spinning in a circle, just.
Wait, how much did I spend?
He rolled a 19. You at least like
Okay.
it's kind of like almost like space flying, but you actually can fly. So you just start spinning for like a couple of seconds before you can catch yourself.
I rolled a vomit.
You can roll a con save. DC 10. Yeah,
Alright,
no,
no
you hold it in. You guys see him get green in the face though, and then he like swallows, and then he seems okay. Up here, like I described, there are frozen human figures just floating in the air, cross-legged and serene. Almost in meditation. And Xenophon says, the meditation, these poor guys probably died while they were meditating, but this was what the city elite did the most.
Well, since I'm not used to controlling myself in the air, I will attempt to meditate, but I am still upside down.
Ari's gonna be trying to do tricks that they
So,
used to do back
do
when
a
they were in.
So as you adopt the pose, try and give me a wisdom check.
Ability check?
Yep. So as your pose there, you do the pose, and as you do so, you close your eyes, and when you open them now, you're not in the dome. You are back on the ground level outside the dome.
Oh.
You guys all see Theo just floating there.
Do I see anything around me? Like,
yeah, no, it's exactly how you left. You even see your footprints in the snow.
is Kiranos still outside?
Yeah, no, they stayed down there, and you see him like kind of shocked for a second, and look at you, and you see Valand is like, interesting. What's going on up there?
Oh, I don't know. I just closed my eyes, and next thing I know, I'm down here with you guys. I'll holler back up there and ask him. Actually, I don't think I'd holler back up there. I'd just jump back in and see what happens.
Duplication glitch.
So when you do so, I don't think you levitate up.
I don't levitate up?
No.
Good thing I didn't go for the flip. I'm gonna holler up there and ask him if everything's okay. I can't get back up there, guys.
So you guys see Theo floating there, and then you hear Theo from below you guys.
I'm gonna look whoever's like going to meet eye contact with me first of like what happened.
I will make eye contact with Dominic and like make a smacking motion towards Theo. Or at least the floating body of Theo up here.
I'm also going to ready like a second wave. Forming a cube.
You guys gonna airplane this shit? Just slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when they slap you, Theo, you do feel it.
I feel it.
Yes. When they slap your floating body up there, you feel it.
That's weird. I'll just rub my cheek. I guess I'm gonna step out of the hole and I have all my gear and stuff.
So the exact wording is looks and sounds. So you. So, what you know is you technically do, but you don't, like, you can't pull it, and basically what you have done is this place floating up there has allowed you to cast project image.
Okay.
So what that
Well,
is...
I mean, I wouldn't know that, but if I can't pull my equipment from that, I guess I would, like, can I go up and touch something and
So
like...
what you are intangible down here, but the reason I say that is because, or say what it did, is because you are technically concentrating on this, and you would have an innate like kind of idea about what's going on because of that. You know, you can basically bonus action switch between your senses and the project image senses.
Oh, okay.
That's
so, like,
why
I can walk through walls and stuff right now?
It specifically said physical interaction, you can move it twice your speed, make it gesture or speak behave, it mimics your mannerisms perfectly, it looks and sounds like you, but it's intangible. So that's the word.
Okay. Weird. Should I wait for you guys to get back down here? Should I go exploring? My hand's going through some stuff, or through walls. Kind of, this has never really happened to me before. I can attempt to try to switch back by meditating again and see if that does anything, or...
I'm gonna go down to Theo and see and look at the sort of projection thing.
Okay. Quick Google says that is exactly how it works, and you can go through objects.
Cool, because when I'm like, if that's the case, I'm like halfway in, halfway out of the wall.
Yeah. Kyodos looks really confused by you. He's also smelling around and, like, looks uneasy, and says, but, other than that, Vlin is, like, writing notes, and is like, super interesting. I've never seen this kind of magic worked in the flesh before. When you put your, like, hand through something, you look hollow, like it's clear that you're an illusion.
Okay.
What's happening up top while he does this?
I've went down, and
okay.
now I'm just
So-
probably...
That's what I was like. I was debating joining Theo in the spirit world.
If you want to, try to adopt the shape and that. Thank you. And then roll me a wisdom. Meanwhile, for you, Ari, you go to the entrance and you start floating downwards again. As Arak, you also end up casting the spell, and you are down there with Theo. So you beat Ari down there.
How did you get down here before me?
Meditation.
Oh. So I'm guessing it's like a projection thing?
I don't know. I'll try to touch a rock.
I think you both go like hollow looking because you both aren't there.
I was hoping we would, open up to like the planar, like bag of holding it.
Yeah.
Bag holding.
Sucking the entire universe into itself.
Right?
Hey, bags of holding are only 10 feet. But after a minute, Xenophon also like comes down. It's only been like 5 minutes since you become your astral self, Theo, and less time for a rock. Abdo, are you doing anything up there, or are you following when you notice all that's up there with you now is corpses? I'm assuming like he's floating around up there because he enjoyed flying so much. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna attempt to remeditate.
You mean
I'm
like
gonna go back up and meditate after I've understood what
So-
they're doing.
by re-meditate? You mean like undo it, or
Like
Oh, that is so fucking cool.
I'm going to just try to meditate and see what happens because I'm not sure how to.
oh,
Theo himself is not sure how to control this, so he's just gonna see what happens if he remeditates.
nothing. You just adopt the like pose, and you just like that down here. Adler had to go. Something came up. They said so.
I'll try to focus and see if I can switch back to my body.
And with a bonus
Is it-
action, your senses switch back.
Okay. I'm gonna holler down there and ask if I'm still down there.
I think you would be if you're still concentrating on it. So you guys hear him now talking from up above.
And I think I'm going back up
Yes.
to try and do the meditation thing.
Here's
So
the thing,
everywhere I
Brian,
go,
drop.
I'm just seeing Theo. I'm appear wherever I go. I'm starting to like, are you omnipotent, man? Like,
We are one. We are legion.
One of us. One of us.
I'm gonna do like a stylish way of going into the meditation position to show off, knowing how floating works.
I want you to roll me a wisdom.
Okay.
One of you guys have to fare this. It's not gonna be
We ain't
any of
doing
you
it.
guys.
I'm so wise.
Yeah, you just said you know how to roll around in the air, like you're using that to your advantage.
Yep, and as you do so, you also cast project image and appear down with everybody else.
What was I gonna say? I'm also gonna take the time to right myself, so I'm no longer upside down because I'm getting a really blood rushed headache right now.
Oh yeah, no, your whole like head is throbbing from that.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
just
I'm just gonna sit leaning against the wall for a little bit because I need a break from that.
As you
just
slowly
as a
float up the
personal
wall.
question.
Yes.
Are we like when we're the projection? Can we not move our original body, or can both kind of move at the same
I
time?
think you wouldn't really.
Okay.
I think you'll be in that pose. So that would be a great way for Theo to mess with you guys.
Well, speaking of that, I'm gonna like nudge one of them and ask them if they can feel that. I'm going to nudge Ari.
So you like nudge Ari in the back. Ari, you feel like somebody nudge you in the back, but nobody's there.
Yeah. Can I roll to understand what's happening?
Oh, I hollered down, ask if you guys can feel this.
I will be like, yeah, I can feel it.
Because meta-wise, you guys didn't tell me you smacked me in the face up there. So I'm just running through the trying to figure things out.
Mhm.
So yeah, you
Yeah, I could-
realize that they can feel everything, and you probably felt everything they did.
You don't know who did it.
You felt two distinct slaps. Let's see. Let me see real quick. I just want to see. The second slap felt like it hurt more than the first slap.
Are you talking about it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still don't know who did what. I mean, I can assume the slaps now have come from them, but
Well,
if you're
if you
saying-
look at them, one of them is definitely not as healthy looking as the other one, so you can kind of assume who hit harder.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, are you saying that Ari and both Dominic?
No,
that mean?
I'm talking about a Vakken area.
Well, you have my response. Do with that as you wish.
Okay. Nope, you do exactly as you say. There's nothing that happens to you.
Wait,
All right.
wait, what did you do? Sorry.
I would like to holler down to Ari to look up the tunnel. Like, I'll wave down. Can Ari see me
I look up.
Yeah.
if he looks at or if he looks
Area,
up?
you can see him at like very distinctly at the top, like a good 60 feet above you.
I'm gonna grab your body and drag it over top of the tunnel as well,
You just see it floating there.
and you're gonna see Theo wind up for the smacks of all smacks,
Oh, no. Can I? Oh,
and let it go.
can I try and like? Can I? And
You
You
attempt
just
to,
hear
like,
an echoing
to, like,
down the tube.
go back into my body in
So,
time and then like
right-
Gex. save-
What happens is you go to switch back to your regular body as Theo connects with you.
Oh, no.
So it's not even a second hand thing. You go Theo, no, and then right there it's a slap that everybody outside heals.
Theo's hands beat red from it.
Oh yeah. As well as Dominic takes 1 damage.
Wow.
Because that's the most that Theo can do with an unarmed attack.
I'm gonna holler down and ask if he felt that.
I went back into my body and yeah, I felt
You
that.
ruined the experiment.
I don't like the experiment.
But I was gonna see if there was a threshold of pain.
There is a
So,
threshold of
Avak,
pain.
you're a smart person. You realize what just happened. You also realize
gonna-
what you did.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, fair.
I could.
Yes. It was just an experiment.
There's
I
a-
meant no offense by it.
Ari, there's a
Yeah,
red handprint on your cheek.
Yeah, I know. Like, I knew because we tried to wake you up before.
Oh, so that's where it came from.
But we were doing it to help you, not to just experiment for no good reason.
I was trying to help you too.
How would
Oh,
that?
that's-
I took like, that just hurt.
Because it helps you by helping me. One, I don't know why or how, but you can just eat a good berry. It's fine.
Give me the goddamn good berry.
You have 10.
Do I still have? Oh, I have 10.
Yeah. At the long
Yeah,
rest, it made
yeah.
10 for everybody.
Oh wow. I'm gonna like angrily eat a gooseberry.
A gooseberry. Well, your gooseberry does nothing. Your good berry sits there, though.
Your gooseberry gives
Oh,
you
sorry,
one
my
goose.
my good berry
But,
or gooseberry. I don't know.
so,
I'm confusing.
down on the ground floor, I feel a rock that you feel a probe, but not like a piercing probe, like a poking in the back of your head from Xenophor's direction. And when you go ahead,
Can I turn at him and ask him not to do that anymore?
when he like sees you turn and he nods at you, and his eyes like RGB for a second before going back to the two-tone eyes.
Is Iraq up in like a meditating, or is Iraq not meditating?
Iraq is meditating.
Okay, well, I'm gonna prepare a big slap for Iraq because I feel like the circle, it has to go full circle.
You're in fireball range.
So are you. Wait, actually, do you know what? I won't, because I'll get Theo to whack, because then it seems more fair, because we both whack Theo. Theo, I'm not gonna explain why, but I need you to whack Iraq.
Iraq.
Okay, I'll pull a rock back over top of the tunnel. I'll holler down in the same manner,
I'm gonna ignore him.
and then I will smack him with my other hand, because my right hand is really hurting right now from that smack.
So, Iraq, you ignore him, and about 20 seconds later, you feel a stinging pain in your cheek as you take 1 damage.
But see, the test,
Rude.
did he revert back to his body?
No, he's not up in his body.
See, the test wasn't ruined this time because he understands the process of testing theories. Now we know.
You just hear echo
Damage
up.
doesn't make you revert.
You just hear echo up the leg. Rude.
You know, if you wanted to do that experiment, you know, you could tell us first.
Okay.
You know,
Ari,
like-
I'm going to smack you. Hold still.
No! I mean, like, Ari's like is like constantly flying away from you.
All I can do is just sit there and spin in a circle.
Actually, Ari's gonna mess with you. Ari's definitely gonna spin you.
I'm so glad you guys went here. This is a fun area.
It's very fun.
Area as you run away
Reminds me of
from.
the bubble area in Willy Wonka.
Yep, it does remind me of that. Area, while you're running away from him after you spun him, you turn and you run right into one of the floating corpses.
I dance with it.
It's like frozen into place, but it's like you're moving it as it's like in the meditation. And then you accidentally snap an arm off because it's frozen.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna keep dancing. I'm not gonna let it ruin my mood.
It wakes up and just starts screaming.
I keep dancing.
Your friends don't dance, and they're no friends of mine.
We can go wherever we want to.
They did not do a very good job singing, so they can't say nothing about it.
Yeah, exactly. But as that continues, what are you guys doing? Are you guys just chill here?
I'm going to try to get out of here because I currently don't see any reason as to why to be here.
You go to one of the.
Just make.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just saying that currently Theo, meditating just makes him intangible for what he understands. Because and I'm not saying that he's not smart enough to understand. He's never experienced this before, so he just thinks he's intangible.
What I think happens is you go to the side over there, and you like float down, and when you do so, you kind of just feel the concentration of the spell fade away from you.
Oh, okay.
As you land, there is no you out there. There is a rock, like probably just holding his cheek a little bit. And other NPCs of your party.
So the leaving the dome breaks in concentration. Okay, I'll pass that information along.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Wait, not to you, just to party. I have a question. You know how those people died in their meditation?
Mhm.
Well, you just confirmed we don't snap back when we take damage. Do you think they're still, you know, in the meditation?
It very well. Oh, and you just broke his arm off.
He's not using it.
Yeah, but I smacked you and only did, and it hurt.
I'm
Imagine how
keeping.
much pain he's
I
in
wanted.
now.
I'm gonna keep the arm with me.
Theo, I think of your passive faintly, very faintly. You hear an echo now. Like, so faint you're not sure if you actually heard it or if it's your mind playing tricks.
Well, if we find a one-armed ghost or specter,
Well, then I've weakened it for you. There you go.
Yes, because they require the arms to do stuff.
Look, I never said it was a good idea. I just said it's an idea.
that's very. So if we,
If we what?
Ari, can we do another experiment? I won't smack you, I promise.
If you tell me what the experiment is now, I will consider it.
Okay. I want you to meditate again, because I have broken my concentration. You still are maintaining your concentration on that, so meditate again and make your new form down here.
It never left down there. It just never moved.
Okay. Alright, so I'm looking at his form, talking to him, but hearing his voice from up there.
Yep.
Okay. So, can you switch your consciousness to the form down here?
I'll try.
And with a bonus action, you do.
Okay. So now I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to push your body down the tunnel and see what happens. See if it, like, forcefully kicks you out.
So as you do so, you do pushes.
Well, if Ari doesn't want me to, I won't. But I'm just
No,
explaining.
I'm happy. I'm happy for that to happen.
As you do so, you push him into the tunnel. He floats down in the meditation pose, and at about halfway down the tunnel, all your senses jog back to your body. As you land on the floor, the levitation kicks off as you are just in the meditation pose.
It breaks you out.
Here's a question
What would
for
happen
you,
if-
Theo. Did you
Yeah.
put him in right side up or not?
I would have just pushed him because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So I would have just pushed him down like how he was currently meditating.
So floating wise, I'd say you are probably on your back then, Ollie. Looking
That's
up.
fine.
I don't think we should. Because their bodies look dead, right? Frozen dead bodies. So if we were to push them down here, would their bodies regain life?
They
Or
would.
would
Yes.
we essentially kill them when their projection re-enters their body?
Well, we can try it with one of them.
I'm not going. It's a thought,
Is it-
but I am not gonna follow through with that thought because that
Oh.
is not a good thing to do.
Oh, is that bad? Is this one of them things that is bad on the morale scale?
That is something that Theo feels.
Yes or no?
Forcefully killing someone.
Oh,
is
okay.
not warranted.
Possibly
okay,
good for
that's
us,
fair.
bad for them.
okay.
Possibly
Sorry.
bad for them.
I struggle sometimes, you know.
I'm not saying I'm not curious. I emphasize I will not do it because I
I'm not an
I'm
asshole.
Oh, so you want me to do it? Okay.
I'm not saying anything.
Pretty much.
I go up and start doing.
He has us do stuff so that he can sleep at night.
Like I have accepted that my party members do their own thing. I'm just going to allow them from this point forward.
And use it for your own advantage.
Right.
Um,
I'm gonna
so-
step out of the tunnel.
so as
I'm gonna-
you... Go ahead.
It's the one with the broken arm that I'm pushing down. And
Oh,
I'm,
Just
and
beating
like
that dead
I,
horse,
I'm
aren't
giving
you?
him his arm with him. Like I'm spinning it down separately, but it's at the same speed.
Well, I mean, if there's one to test it on, why not the one that's already been crippled?
So...
That's fair. That's
when
fair.
you put it in the tunnel, it descends like it's still floating, and then it just free falls for the last 30 feet. as it then hits the ground, like it fell 30 feet.
So yeah, I'm gonna say they died.
Certain limbs break or splinter as the hand falls on it, like kind of impairing himself with his own hand.
Do we hear anything?
Nope. Except for a loud, like crack of ice.
I just want everyone to picture that Dominic just has a wide smile, like experiment, like.
Theo, this is horrifying.
Just like a very innocent, just the most innocent smile you've ever seen.
I really want to try to feed him a good berry because I don't know what to do.
Kiranos
Desecrating graves. Do these count as graves?
Kiranos is sniffing the splintered ice corpse.
Desecrating resting places.
I'm gonna come back down and then.
The same tunnel?
Yeah.
You're gonna land on the body.
So yeah, no, he goes down and he lands on top with a crunch of the ice.
Oh. Theo shudders and just walks away.
He's the person who's wearing clothes, right?
Yeah.
I used our clothes to wipe off like the wee bit of muck.
Wait! You can use those clothes for the guy that's doesn't have any.
They're kind of
icy
like and whatnot. So now not even good for wiping off.
After you do that, I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, respect the dead, dude."
As you're picking pieces out of your shoes.
Yeah.
So
You have funny lines, Ari.
It's almost like he's comic relief or something. But where to next? What do you
I would
guys
like to use my powers for evil.
What evil would you like to do? 'Cause it's been probably 30 minutes since you first entered this form.
Walking through walls.
Just in the general area?
Well, I mean, mainly if we could pick an area or a building that we wanted to go into next.
Well, because walking through the city will take like a good half hour to get to any of the mocks. But the general buildings around you, you could probably walk in. Like,
Okay,
with
well,
no additional time.
That's what I'll walk through the walls and just take a gander at what's in some of these buildings.
So as you walk through some walls, you see different like living quarter type things and like almost like office rooms, laboratories, libraries, small ones. You see a couple of those blue people that Adler mentioned, but none of them like you don't walk in front of them because you're not Adler.
Yeah, I'd be trying to avoid them.
So you see some of them moving, some of them just stay on the sides, like the ones that you saw at the other building too. Some of them protect stuff, and why you probably don't see any like this is a magical item or something like that. You definitely get a sense of how this place would have been magnificent back in its heyday. Like you almost feel a yearning that you wish you could see it. Doors and stuff hold no bars for you right now. You're just walking through it.
Yeah, that's what, when I get done sort of walking through a building, I'll walk back over to the group and inform them that we're not necessarily alone, but
and I think
I enjoy walking around this place.
as you walk out of a building, you walk up and you go, hey, we're not necessarily, and then as you do so, the spell times out, and you finish saying alone up at your body.
Alone.
Yeah, alone.
I wonder what he was saying.
Alone!
You just hear an echo.
As I start floating down.
So we could
down the same one everybody's been using.
Yeah, why not?
So you too land and stand on the now very desecrated corpse.
So we could go up there and stay up there and explore, and maybe we won't take damage. We could piss off a lot of things, but we're intangible. What's the worst that could happen, right?
That's kind of how I feel about it.
Xenophore speaks up. It's like, yeah, unfortunately, that the meditation chambers only work once per day per person.
Oh.
Well,
Well, now we gotta go rest.
That's not how best. What you can go spend 24 hours, but it'll be 24 hours before that works.
And
And
I don't see a downside.
things could happen.
That's very true. Alright. Well, since we're over here, I want to explore this.
I was just about to say.
So, what you see there, just a little bit off from where you guys are, and Xenophore will walk like behind you guys with Kyrinos and Valenn.
That's just. I was just about to say I am behind him.
Okay. But you see there a tower that rises before you, straight as an arrow. A faint light shines in its highest window, and hairline cracks creep up the wall like ivy. You see, Ari, a feel of transmutation about this building. And it seems like the magic is keeping the building in one piece, despite the cracks.
that's cool.
But there's
I'm gonna warn people to not mess with things, and I'll explain like this like, although it looks fine, it's actually falling apart. The magic's keeping it together.
Would mending it help, do you think?
I doubt it.
I mean, to fix this whole building
Yeah.
at a minute a square foot.
I mean, you could. Theoretically.
But the building, as you like, if you push your hand against it, the building is solid. The magic is holding it together. It's just, it might, like, it's just, that's the feeling that Ari gets.
I'm gonna go in first just so I have a magical sense, like, in case there's like a trap or something can go wrong.
As you go in, you see the interior walls are sculpted with impressions of humanoid forms pressing out from within, clawing hands and yowling faces. Howling, sorry, not yowling. They're not tabaxi. Captured in stone forever. Pressing out from within. Yeah, kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, like the hands pressing from the walls and stuff. Kind of statues that look like from the walls, people pushing out like that. Let me see. Do I have a map for this one? I believe I do. I'm trying to see if there's even a reason. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put somebody here so you can just see the general, like, I'm gonna put you three because you three are the only three here. So there. There. There you go. So you three are here. In the tower, you guys see what you see here. You see, like, off to the side, an adamantine-looking statue, like the reddish metal. You see the statues along the side. The statue depicts a woman in a wizard's robe, posed as if she's completing a spell.
I'm guessing this could be the master
And
thing he was talking.
And above them looks to be like what the inscription was in the like other tower, but it looks like the statue when the city was falling was thrown against it, and it slightly damaged the wall. All you see is 8th, stand firm in thy circle of death and consume, and that's all you see.
I'm gonna go to the rocks near it and look at the words on the wee rocks. And see if I can piece together what it maybe said.
That's what it says that you could see. So you see stone fragments, but you can't quite like decipher anything from them.
Theo.
Sorry, I was distracted, guys. What's up?
There's a broken
could
wall.
You use
here.
mending.
Yeah.
Could you use mending on the inscription?
Yeah. Mend. As I say it out loud, just I go, mend.
So as you put your hand there, and over the course of the minute of casting, you guys see like different fragments from the ground kind of float up and like reconstitute themselves on the wall as you get the last word like fixed on there after the minute it's done that says poison.
Uh-oh. Poison.
What does the fill thing say, son? Sorry? So wait, 8 stand firm, so, and consume poison. So alcohol? I take out a bottle of alcohol and I consider drinking it, but also have fear of drinking it because I used to be an alcoholic.
Hey, Dominic, you're the one that was looking around the rubble, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You find a small bag in the rubble,
Oh,
like a pouch.
I open up.
You see a bunch of beans inside, glass beans.
These wait, glass beans.
Yes.
Theo doesn't know what that is. Corey suspects, and Corey wants.
Anybody know what this is? I'll show everyone else.
He lifts up a glass bean. I guess a rock might know. A rock, can I have an arcana? You might know.
Yes.
What
you
this
can.
is.
Wow. Womp womp. I'm gonna use
Can I
my
also-
once
wait, can
per
I actually
session
also do an arcana?
inspiration.
I don't know. I got this.
Go ahead to anybody
Oh, there you go.
on it, anything.
That'll work.
So, Dominic, you have you think you've seen this? Like there was there's stories in Avernus of a battle that took place where a machine man was throwing these. So whatever magic is about them, because they are magical in your eyes, you know, throwing them is how you activate. And Theo,
Does this tower go up or down?
it goes down.
Okay.
Theo, you
How many-
you kind of think they might be something like your bag of like your animal bag. You know, the one that you were throwing stuff at, Ari?
You mean this one?
Yeah. So
I
what do you throw?
I gotta pull back up the bag of tricks.
But Ari, what were you saying?
Oh, did I just...
Can I roll to just see if I like, because I'm used to them being thrown at me, just like go to catch it without even looking.
I just do because this is a panther.
Yeah, no. He throws it out and it becomes a panther. Do you throw at him or just in front of him?
In front of him. I've
Yeah.
already messed with him
So
enough
you see
today.
a panther
Oh,
that's
okay.
right there.
But now my question is it the same one? So like,
It's
and I'm
not
asking.
like it
He was
looks.
asking this out loud to
Yeah.
the group. He's like, "Is this the same one?" So like, if I summon that giant rat again, is it gonna have like horror or nightmare because it got sacrificed multiple times underwater?
It's just gonna violently attack you straight away.
It's gonna violently attack Ari because Ari's the one that kept kicking him into the water.
I'm a changed person. Look, the panther will love me. I go to pet the panther.
Give me an animal handling.
Oh God, there is an actual check for this.
Yes.
It does technically say that the creature is friendly to you and your companions.
Yeah, I know, but when he goes to pet it, like he like pets his head, and it lets him pet it, but like he scratches it in that wrong way that cats sometimes get scratched, and its ears like go flat for a second. Like it doesn't bite him or anything.
How long does the bag of the creature last? It
Uh,
doesn't actually give a duration for it. I think it just lasts until they're gone. But once I pull 3 out, I have to wait till next dawn.
So Mike, how many of these
the
beans
creature
do I
vanishes
have?
at next dawn or when reduced to
Okay.
0. And for you, the let me see real quick how much you have. Roll me 3d4.
Got it.
You have 11 of them.
Okay, so we
Oh,
will I put them in.
I'm sorry. I rolled that.
Oh, sorry.
Ari did. My apologies. I thought you were asking me.
No, can you roll it? Oh,
Okay.
since you're the one that found it.
Can you take?
You know,
mine?
we could go
Yeah,
with.
no, we're just gonna go with Corey. Because it's more fun that way. Anyways, you have 11 in now.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I'll let me see.
What do you? So, with my Arcana of the 17 and his 21, we can assume that they're a bag of beans.
You can assume that when you throw them, something happens.
was
You're not sure 100% what will happen.
Oh, that's good to know. Go ahead and Ari, go ahead and throw those after I step down here. Throw one of them. Let's see what happens.
I'll throw them out. So I should throw it outside.
Just not near me or my panther.
I'm gonna throw it outside
Let me. Yeah, no. I'll move it down.
just in case.
So you throw outside. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
That's not what I thought it was.
38.
I haven't used Mega Man.
So where you throw it, a campfire with blue flames springs forth.
That's cool.
Huh.
I think this creates a campfire wherever you throw it.
Well, then we should hold on to. We don't need a whole bunch right now.
Wait, I'm gonna take one away because
I did.
it's no longer 11. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you see it on your sheet though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
It's under loot on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have that. You have another inscription part. So that's 2 inscriptions you guys have. 1 and 8. As we go back to the necropolis. You want to know what's really really sad? Because you guys will never know this story.
What's that?
That statue was a person, but there's no way to know that or anything. That statue was a person and there's nothing you guys can actually do about it either. So it's just a
I
sad
figured
story.
that with the whole wall description.
Let's go here.
Okay. Can we? I walk by the campfire and then like,
Yep.
we'll just look at the cool color and then I just want to enjoy it for a wee second. Then I roll back.
Is it hotter than normal campfires?
No, it's
Oh, yeah,
just
check
blue,
that.
It's just a blue fire. It's
Okay.
just like a
Well,
magical
just looks
fire.
That's
This building you guys walk up to is an obsidian tower shrouded in gossamer mist that soars before you. Eyes carved into the stonework appear to fixate on you as you approach the entrance. The spiral highest window emits a purple light. You see, Aerie, an aura of illusion magic.
So this one's got illusion magic. So
All
it's
of the
not...
eyes seem to look at all of you guys individually. Like, all of the eyes seem to be staring at you individually.
Mm.
What you see up there?
It's an illusion magic thing. So wait, did the eyes follow me?
Yep.
I'm gonna say like the eyes look as if they're following me, but it's probably just an illusion. Should we go in?
Sure.
I waddle in.
Are you gonna head into a rock? Okay.
That's right. I'd have to remember to unmute your stream.
Yeah, you can always right click the tab and mute that instead.
Yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting that.
Do you know what would make? Do you know what'd be really funny right now?
What is that?
A
Sometimes
wild magic
bucket.
surge.
Do it.
That will cause
Really
one of you
tempting.
guys to be using a spell, though. What you should do is use it in combat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But as you guys enter this building, stop that, Tom.
It was just a weird number. I wanted rid of it.
But as you guys enter this building, you find the mist that surrounds the building inside as well. And very faintly to each of you guys hear like different sounds. I think, Dominic, Aerie, sorry, you hear sobbing faintly in the distance. Arak, you hear ragged, gasping breaths. And Theo, you hear heartbeats just faintly beating above you.
I'm gonna run up and be like,
Does-
everyone okay?
Does anybody else hear that? I hear a heartbeat. Does anybody else hear anything?
Someone's upset and crying. I walk up.
I mean, Aerie is here, so that's
Somebody
kinda
also
normal.
can't breathe.
Do you guys advance or do you guys leave?
I advance.
I guess we advance, because I don't want to split the party.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are going up, you guys all see different illusions. And it specifically calls out your illusions of your worst fear. So, starting with Aerie, since he said he'd go for us. Aerie, what's your worst fear as it comes out of the mist at you?
I imagine it's like dealing with the consequences of failing Zariel.
So you see, like, probably out of the mist, you see a silhouette of your mistress as she reaches for you. And I need a wisdom save.
I need to go on my... Where did I put... There's the thing... Sorry. And... Wisdom.
Do you feel happy with 16?
I'm gonna use the one per session.
I love the unease that I can give just for. Do you feel happy with that? Because I'm trying to ask that whether you are good or not.
Do we just
because
put add advantage?
if you yeah, you can just hit the plus.
Oh boy.
I think he feels good with a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll explain what happens if that's a success or a fail after the next one. Who would have gone up next? Would it be Theo or Rock?
Probably would have been Theo. I'm assuming a rock would pull up Theo.
Theo.
Yeah, I was
What-
following
what-
cautiously.
Feels come out of the mist at you.
The fear that would have come out would be of the pack of wolves from when I was younger hunting with my mother that swarmed us and when we were trying to defend the owlbears. So a pack of like large, almost dire-sized wolves coming out towards me.
Very interesting. I need a wisdom save from you.
Yay! Wisdom save.
Do you feel good about that?
I guess I'll re-roll it because the session's almost over with.
Do you feel good about that one?
I am not burning a lucky on this.
Okay. A rock. What feel comes out for you?
I would say coming in the door to seeing my friends who led in front of me dead there.
So what I think
He does care.
to explain this, I think the mist like obscures them for a second, and like you stop because you can't see where you're going. And when the mist thins out a little bit, you see Dominic and Thea, and you see all of the friends you made on this journey too. Like all of them are just in front of you, dead, bleeding out, maybe a couple of throats. Like something horrifying has attacked them in the mist. Like, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
I believe you already used your once per session reroll.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Y'all used your Arcana before I did.
Oh, okay.
So,
Doesn't matter, I rolled a 1 with it.
all three of you have failed.
Okay.
So all three of you take psychic damage.
Yay. Oof.
23? Fuck.
I nerfed this. Technically, it should be 4d10 more.
Go for it.
Okay, Theo takes.
We have 10
17 more.
temporary health, don't we?
Ah, Theo did, but he's been at half health since that fight earlier. So I am at bloodied. Very.
Wait, how much temp health do we have?
If you didn't get hit at all, you would have 10.
Oh, so I'll take away, so like 14.
And if you fail, you become frightened, but you're not sure. You're frightened, but there's not really a thing to be frightened of other than the images that you see.
As the wolves come towards me out of the hits, I'm gonna just start puking up blood because I took a lot of damage on that one and I'm already wounded.
You don't have to
I'm
take
at
the 17 extra.
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
You don't need to nerf it. We're at
Hey,
the point where
I'm
there's no
worried
nerf.
because if I don't nerf some stuff, a rock dies.
That's fair, but that's a rock's choice for being a rock.
Hey, that one have killed me.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
But yeah, you puke up blood.
Can-
Do you?
Hey guys, can I
you
use one of our greater healing potions? Because I am at a quarter hit points right now.
like? Do you guys like stay put? Do you guys run like away from the illusions?
I would run. I'm out of the building.
Well, no.
Are we doing
what
what
happens?
our characters
What
would
would
do?
you do? Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't actually want to do what I think my character would
What
maybe do.
would Aerie do?
I feel like Ari would maybe go to try and end their life.
No, you
Like, or would they
you
run,
see,
like...
you see, well, here's the thing. Any of your life would not solve the fear that you have in front of you, and you know that. If she has your
I
soul,
guess.
she'll have your soul when you die. All you're doing is giving it wrapped up in a bow.
Do I pray?
Like,
how do I...
you can run if you want. Theo, you go to run, and you run through the mist, and you end up not outside, but in an area where the mist is not. And, like, the feel starts to lessen when you're there.
Okay.
What about you, Rock?
No, well, that's what I would be running towards where I had heard Theo at.
And you'll end up in the same place. You'll see Theo alive and not bleeding on the ground, and
I mean,
probably,
he's bleeding, but
yes,
not.
He's alive though.
That's what I'm saying. Is that still super concerns a rock?
He's a bit more bleeding.
He's definitely spewing blood from his nose right now from that psychic damage.
You probably. I imagine whether you run or not, like, you eventually find yourself moving, and you end up with them as well.
Yeah, cool.
Like, cause whether you pray, maybe the illusions, like, fade on their own, but you do end up maybe a minute after them appearing with them.
So, guys, can we either take a rest, or can I have some of those potions that we've got? Because I'm not doing too good.
I'd say you can have a potion.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, if we can spare a short
help.
rest, I will take a short rest as well.
Get one. No. Either more.
You get one or the other, not both.
Not both. No, I'm down for a short rest. Then I would get my spell slots back.
I'm not a glutton here, okay?
I would definitely take the short rest first, though, because that's a renewable thing. Just me as a person.
Well, wait, because like I can heal you for a decent amount if we did take a short rest, because I have healing hands.
So
do those come back on a short rest?
Do they?
To explain where you guys are, by the way, you guys are in I think I also have one for this room.
It's a long rest.
To quantify my hit points, I'm at 23 of 91. If 91
you
was
have 91 hit points?
How many hit points do you have, Arak?
Not even half of that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm seeing
86. I'm sorry. 86 would be twice of mine. I have 43.
I have 81.
My brain got stuck up in the math of what twice my health would be.
Yeah, no, all of you guys are healthy compared to Rock. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, if we just take a short rest,
so what
I
you
would like to take a
what
short
you
rest
see
if
around
guys
you
are
though
doing
is you see the uppermost chamber that you guys are in. It's about 30-foot square, and it's lit by purple continual flame on wall sconces, and the inscription written in Draconic says, "Sixth, show thy face to the sky." Though you, Dominic, because you constantly have detect magic, can tell the illusionary magic about that.
Hey, can you give me like a notepad to?
I do have one in journal entries. I thought. Yeah, there's one in journal entries, game notes.
Oh, jeez. Thank you.
Can I roll a quick Arcana just to see if I know any way to sort of get rid of illusionary magic, to sort of shake it off or that sort of thing?
What's it say?
It says, what you see there is 6. Oh, thy face, not self. Sorry, thy face.
Thy face to the sky.
You know, Dispel Magic would work. I don't know if you have that.
I have Counter Spell, but I don't think that's quite the same.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
Would you can say no, but would there be any chance you? Because I didn't know. I forgot that game notes was there. Could you put the other ones that we've had so far up here so I can add those to my notes? If not, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll need them later on, but I do want to take notes of them. I forgot that.
There's that one, and then I believe you got the first one as well. Let me go and grab that one. Yeah, okay. And this one is.
First one's to do with the branch or something, wasn't it?
Okay, those are the ones you have so far. Yeah, no, I copied everything over and made sure you guys still had those notes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. But that's what you see. Trying to think.
So, do we take a short rest?
Yeah, I think you guys can have a short rest. For you, Dominic, I think if you roll, because does anybody here have Dispel Magic? I don't think so.
No. I do not think so. I know I don't, I should say.
I'll check an item.
I think it's too high of a spell for most of you. Did you only roll one hit die?
I didn't mean to, but I apparently did.
Oh, I thought you meant to roll more. I would roll that one.
I was trying to roll more, but I failed. So, guess I'm rolling one.
You can still roll D8 and just take down your...
I mean...
Okay, so you can add 10 HP, so max of 81. Boy, I got you pretty low, didn't I, Thea?
Yeah. I don't want to go into a fight with how much low HP I got.
Max HP feels good.
Always feels good.
I might have to burn all my hit dice in order to get back up to full hit points. Yeah. No, I still have 3 left. I'm gonna hold on to the 3 because I'm 82 of 91. Oh.
What that says, you can eat 8 good berries.
That was with me had already eating 8 of my good berries.
Okay.
See if I have anything that...
You really hurt me.
I will allow you, if you want, to try to treat Counterspell to work with an Arcana check.
Okay. So
roll an Arcana, and that's higher than my mental DC. So you can expend a spell slot and cast Counterspell, and as you do so, the wording changes.
And I make it look really cool, and as I'm doing it, so if I'm so well.
So the wording kind of fade away and etched into the wall in Draconic says, 6th, hide thyself behind a mask.
Hide thyself.
Behind a mask. I instantly put my mask on after hearing that.
Sorry, I'm talking as Ari apparently. Not meaning to. But that's what it said.
So I only have one spell slot left now.
But at least you figured out that spell and everything.
Figure out the thing. Yeah, it was worth it.
Don't you get it back on a short rest?
Yep, he just got it back.
But I was on 0.
Oh.
So I rested, then used it.
Too bad you didn't have a nice fire during that rest.
Can we rest again?
No.
Well, wait, actually, that's technically F2. I have my mask as well, so I've still got like.
Yes, but that's not a free spell slot. The mask lets you use
it's a different. I know.
So you can
It's
cast
like a-
Fireball at its lowest level,
Yeah.
but you can't. It wouldn't have given you a free counterspell slot.
Would it not? Would it not just do counterspell at its lowest level?
No, it's the stuff you get from your patron. Like specifically the
so
spells from your patron.
Oh, okay. So it has to be like a patron link.
Yeah,
spell. Okay.
so for you, it's the spells you got from the fiend.
Okay. That makes sense.
So if I go and look, the spells that you have, because Warlock, you still have to take the spells. So spells that you would have is that you've taken. Let me open your sheet. Fireball, and that's it. So you get one cast of Fireball.
I'll take it. I like fireball.
That's the only class spell that you've taken, like a fiend spell that you've taken. Could have like Burning Hands, Blindness, Deafness, Scorching Ray. Nope, Fireball.
I should have maybe thought about that.
But so that's all that's in this building. And as you go down, you don't see, like, the mist doesn't attack you again. So
Did we just go to all the pillars and go to the thing, or wait, or how much left do we have of the session?
you guys have like 20 minutes left. So enough for one more exploration of a place, maybe.
Should we
Arak,
go
you
to
haven't
another-
picked a spot. Where would you like to go, Arak? He says to the muted man.
Oh no, I was debating. I mean, because we have two areas really close to us. Let's go check out the bird tower.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go up, you see the tower of the top of this tower is shaped like an axe blade. Red light shines from its slender window high above. As you see the tower Okay, so you see remnants of evocation, Dominic.
Okay.
But
I share that with the group.
so, what do you guys do? Do you guys go in? Or?
After that last one, I'll let Ari go first.
Do you say that out loud or?
Yes.
Okay.
So as you enter, you see what looks to be along the edges, like the outer coating of it. The tower looks to be damaged by different kinds of spells. Like there's like scorch marks from fire and lightning, some melt marks from acid, but none of it looks fresh. It looks like it's been added to over the centuries. And the spiral, you take the spiral staircase up, and nothing like jumps out at you or attacks you. As I'm going to switch, and I'm gonna have to as you guys get to the top, you see red orbs of light dance like fireflies around this 30-foot diameter octagonal chamber. A large, unlit brazier sits at the center of the room. An 8-10-foot square of coves line each wall, each filled with ice. The arched ceiling is covered with icicles.
How possible would it be to try and catch one of the firefly things?
You would know, since it's only a cantrip, that they are permanent dancing lights that are just floating around the room.
Oh, okay.
Light the fire.
You guys see the inscription, but it's kind of unlegible behind ice.
Does anyone have a way to light a fire without destroying everything?
I was like, I can melt the ice without destroying everything.
There is a nice brazier at the center too that you guys could light. Like it. The only reason I mention it is because you see it in the map. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it.
Oh, hey guys. By the way, I keep forgetting that I do have guidance. This whole time I've had guidance.
What?
Which
Yeah,
guidance means he can, if he prays to Saloon, he can add a D4 to any ability check.
D4.
Not attack rolls, just ability checks.
Wait, I have the same thing with like a... Don't I? I've got like the...
Yours is uncanny avoidance, which is just disadvantage.
No, I've got like another thing that I got. The devil one owns luck.
Yeah, that's actually a feature. The dark one's blood.
Yeah.
No, it's
Or I
not.
can add a D10 to my roll. That would have been good to remember.
So, just to let you guys know, I have guidance that I can give us when we have to do checks that we are aware of and not last minute.
Or stealth based, because I tend to, as a DM, say you can't really guidance stealth, because guidance requires you to pray out loud.
That's fair.
I will allow it if somebody else is making a charisma check, though. So what do you guys do?
So we gotta find a way to melt that?
A room full of ice is what you guys are doing.
There's a fire pit if anyone has a match.
Firebolt, which starts fires.
I also
Yeah, or
have a
firebolt
box.
Yeah, so you guys are lighting this?
Yes.
No, these are filled with ice. You cannot run into these. In fact, as you run to it, Theo, as they're lighting it, with your perception, you swear in this ice, you see a skeleton. The skeleton, when you look in there, let me see exactly what you see. It's this one here. Down here. No, it's up here. It's 20.
Are you hiding behind me like I might actually save you?
You see
stairwell. I'm down inside the stairwell.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the remains of what looks to be a skeleton in there. So you guys light it, like you said, and as you light it, and let me see. Yeah, the ice around the room just slowly starts to melt. It gives off a good heat, this brazier.
Guess I'll just sit and wait.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure the stuff would have been warming up just with my hobo stick of heat, but that would have taken way too long.
Yeah, the brazier gives off a lot more heat. While yours like sets it at room temperature basically, which is great, like generally. But so about
It would have been great if we decided to melt these things one at a time.
yeah, so about 9 minutes later, 9.5 minutes, you start to see the inscription. And it's right when you read the inscription that you guys see other movements. So, the inscription, one of you two speaks Draconic, right? Iraq?
I do.
Well, you're hiding down the stairs.
I'm still
But I
peeking up, like
speak
my
Draconic.
head's up there, but
Okay. Fifth.
And I'll be keeping him in the loop. At least until he hears screams of terror.
And as you guys read that, you guys see movement. As from each of these 8, the ice shifts. And I am going to just place what you see on the map, and you guys can choose. Let me see. I want to do this pretty quickly, so. As you see these ooze like cubes shift, like break free of ice and start shifting around.
I'm gonna try and blow out the brazier, like.
I'm gonna dip down
No,
this
it's a
hole.
joke. Yeah, I'll probably. Should we just
So-
duck? I don't think.
Yes, fleeing.
What
is a
I'm
good
gonna
idea.
do is, before anybody can flee, I just want initiative in case you guys are slower than these. But they
That's
can't
not good.
follow you down the hole.
Hey, at least I did not roll terrible.
Hey,
But-
you beat me.
And I've got music the whole session today.
Run, Ari, run!
As a rock, you're first.
I'm going to exit.
Okay, rock's gone. Theo,
Yeah, I'm out.
Theo's gone.
Oh shit! Hold on. I did not realize that he was that
Yeah,
far down the list.
you wouldn't though.
That's true. Yeah, I dip out. Yep, you're
Okay.
very right. That was meta.
We vocalized to run, so
As it moves forward.
oh, but I can't see what's going on up there.
No,
No, you ran down the
I'm
stairs.
sorry, Ari. I saw a whole bunch of gelatinous cubes and I ran.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ari, I need you to make me a dex save.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
This is when Ari decides.
As you are
"Alright, know
pushed
what?"
back 5 feet as it enters your square.
Ari's like, I don't want to be with you guys anymore. Fuck
Let's
you."
see.
You're gonna need 7 decks, say. You get pushed all around the room.
So yeah, that's all that's
Holy
happened.
crap, well,
As this one moves up, it's gonna try to pseudopod you. So. Wow, we're really low on damage. As I assume 23 hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it does. Oh my god.
As this one tries, I need another dex save.
Oh wait, sorry.
I'm really glad you guys rested before this.
I feel like shit now that I ran.
There's nothing you could have technically done.
I mean, I could have attacked the thing, then ran.
What a way to die.
As it comes up and it tries to hit you again with this one. 14? Is a hit?
Yeah, it hits.
So
Hold on. Do we have a reaction? We don't see him though. Never mind. Damn.
So take that damage. That one can't get to you. That one can't get to you. And that one can't get to you, but that one will at least move. As it's your turn, Ari.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a classic bite.
Okay, so as you go to run down the stairs, because you did not disengage, you have 4 attacks
You
of
get attacked
opportunity.
by 47 people.
You're attacked by 4 of these.
Yeah. Okay.
I think only one
One
hits.
of them hits.
So 10 damage.
10.
As you guys get away from the gelatinate oozes.
Did anyone catch what the thing
Teamwork,
was?
huh? Yeah,
Did
we
anybody
did.
catch what I was supposed to say?
Did we? Did anyone check?
No, because
I did. I read the brazier. Brazier.
The inscription.
The inscription.
But yeah,
on
quench the
brazier.
flame in thy palm with ice.
Can you put that? Would you put that so kindly in the chat?
I
for me,
did
Mike?
above all of that, so I'll retype
Oh,
it.
okay. It's fine. I'll just scroll up. Hopefully this one's correct and we didn't need to kill those slimes.
Yeah, I just reposted it. Because it's above all of the slimes and stuff. That's only mildly terrifying having 8 gelatinate oozes at once.
Yeah, only sure.
Yeah, guys, yous would have came back for me, right?
If you didn't come down and I was able to get back up there before you came down, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Like, I was like, we vocalized to run.
You guys were really
if you
worried
had
there.
failed to run in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it was only 10 seconds or so, but you guys started getting really worried that you didn't see him.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that whole thing happened in 6 seconds.
Well, yeah,
Less than.
but you saw a lot of movement up there before before they got down there. A lot of
I'm
squishes.
imagining you can. I was just about to say. I'm imagining you can hear him moving around too. So, I'm like, technically, it all took us the same amount of time to get out of there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
You just got bit in the ass a couple of times on the way out.
yeah, no, that's acid damage they did, by the way. So, you guys see acid burn marks on him and a little bit on his clothes. Thank goodness that you rolled every deck save there.
How are you feeling? Are you doing okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, I think I got really, really lucky. So,
you would have
gods
been
were on my side.
you would have been
Do you want me
engulfed.
to touch you?
So what would have happened is if you would have failed that. Here, I'll just.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a CR2, by the way. So technically, according to CR, you guys are way over leveled for that fight up there.
Yeah, but they probably got DRs or resistances and.
They have an AC of 6.
Well. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they.
They have no DRs or DIs.
Jesus. That's terrifying.
Yeah, Gladstone
Yeah, do you
cubes
want me
are.
to touch you though? I can give you some health.
Oh, thank you.
And
That
even
would be nice. I get max healing for anything that you give me.
from your one thing, I forget.
It's from with cause it's when Ari is like essentially
yeah.
right next to me.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
Ari's right next to me, I get max heals no matter what. Which is pretty good.
So that should be. Well, I don't know how to guarantee a max on it, but it should be 2d8
So it's
2d8.
It's 28.
plus 4. Yeah.
What's the max number?
It's
Sorry.
20.
20. Cool.
Oh, did I? Oh no, I did not roll max. I rolled 6. Okay.
Cool. That's pretty healthy again then.
Yeah, whenever you regain HP when your familiar is within 100 feet of you, treat any dice roll to determine your HP as having rolled max.
I'm gonna eat 6 gooseberries as well.
Again, your gooseberries do
What are you
nothing.
gonna do with? What are you
Sorry,
gonna do with
good
6 geese right now?
Oh my god, what is wrong with me?
So I feel like this is a nice point
Time
in
to
the
bring
session.
a whole flock on the ship.
I hope you guys had fun. I know I did.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Oh yeah.
As always.
I appreciate it. I don't know. We'll have a session next week because of Mother's Day. I'm sure Corey probably has something planned with maybe his girlfriend or something. I don't know if I have anything planned. And I know we already won't have Brandon, so we'll probably just skip next week.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But people should tune back. I should be live tomorrow, maybe with some Horizon. I was thinking about messing with some Digimon, one of mine and Corey's favorite games.
Which Digimon?
The World 3.
Oh, a glorious game.
I know. I was thinking about messing with that, call it Digi Mondays or something.
I will tune into that for sure.
I know you would. Like
which one are you gonna go with?
I like to go with the one with Kodomon. I'll decide when I play it because it's been a while.
Kodomon's my favorite one to go with too.
But anyways, there's that or Horizon because I've been really hooked on Horizon Forbidden West. That's been a great game. We will be live on Friday with our other D&D game, the Tyranny of Dragon games, with 2 of my lovely cast here. And I know, Tom, you watched it. You said you liked it so far.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited to see where that goes because dragons have attacked, and now they have to deal with that. But in the meantime, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Make sure to stay sweet.